This is a lovely evening, everybody, and welcome to our YouTube channel once again. Welcome to our weekly market analysis against the coming week. Today is 25th. Oh, sorry. Today is 3rd of March 2024, and the analysis we're gonna do will be what we'll be watching from 4th till on the 8th of March 2024. Right, and a big shout out to our new subscribers. You are warmly welcome to the family. We are happy you are one of us. Do us much more good by liking, sharing our channel for it to go wider and to form a bigger family. So a quick one, but before we move ahead, from last week analysis, I said the last week was a very tough week, tough and a rough one for that matter, because I mentioned some specific levels where I said like DXY for an example. I said I'm not fully convinced that dollar index is about is dollar index has shifted. The market structure on dollar index has shifted to bearish. I have been bullish on dollar index for a while. I think since last year, to be precise, I've been bullish on dollar. And you can see everything we mentioned are becoming to fruition. But the present market condition, I'm not fully convinced that the markets will be bearish. I'm not saying I will not be bearish when I see a trade of being bearish, and I did not say I will not go bullish if I see an opportunity of going bullish. What I'm emphasizing on is that I'm not yet fully convinced that dollar index is going bearish. Though I have a bearish target, but the market is yet to give us a footprint, complete footprint. At least it has given us the footprint of being willing to go bearish, but the movement is yet to start. So I'm not in the market to call the high, the top, or the bottom of the market. So I have to trade with the condition the market gives us. So I'm still watching. Sorry, I'm still watching this fair value gap. As I expected the fair value gap to act as a resistance. It has been acting as a resistance since last week, but I expect it to act as further resistance to bring us the low of this candle here. Then it should be able to give us 103.088. That is our long term bearish target. But as a market condition we have now, I'm still I will stick to being bearish for now, but not fully bearish. What I mean by not fully bearish is that I will not go in when I'm ready to push a button on my account. I will not go in fully with my normal leverage. So I have to dial down my leverage till the market shows us a clear direction. Because here now, the market can do either way. The market can give us the high here. The market can give us the high here, or gives us the low, or give us the low here. It's either it gives us this high or give us this low. But from 2 weeks ago analysis where I mentioned if I should see the market trading below this fair value gap, it automatically becomes an inversion fair value gap to me. The moment it is able to hold price below it, if it keeps holding price below it, I'll switch the gear to what? To being bearish, and I'll be watching out for 103.88. So then the market is yet to give me a clear direction where I will go in with a full force. But in intraday trading or intraday scalping, I will go either way when I see an opportunity. So since our dollar index, which happens to be our baseline, is not giving us what we really needed. Because if you should check out these candles are not fully bodied candle. The only fully bodied candle we have was on Monday, and it was a bearish movement. So on Monday, then Thursday and Friday. So throughout last week, we hardly have fully bodied candle. So I'm not in a hurry to push a button, but I'm only scalping for the coming week from what my baseline is telling me. So since I've not fully changed my bias to being bearish. I'm partially bearish on dollar till the market fully gives me the sign I'm interested in. Though it has given some sign, but I need more intel to approach the market. And the intel I needed was or is to keep seeing market below this fair value gap. Then we assume fully on being bearish on dollar index. So that is that on dollar index. A quick run on Euro USD. As out of last week, I mentioned since dollar index is not giving us a full or a clear indication of going down, we will not have a clear vision of going up as well on Euro USD. But on Euro USD, I think I mentioned I want to see the market trading, keep trading. The daily candle should keep trading and keep closing above this fair value gap here. So if I see the daily candle keep closing above the fair value gap, I will remain bullish on Euro USD till the fair value gap on the daily time frame till it gives way. I'm still bullish on Euro USD. So the level we'll be interested in the coming week will be this and will be this and this. So we'll be interested in this level and this level. So that will take us to I think that will take us around 1.08895. If we keep let me use the eye, let me get the right coordinates. The eye of that candle comes in at 1.08883. We have 8883. Let me change the coordinates. Triple 83. So that will be the level we'll be watching. Also, the next level to it will be the eye of this candle here. The eye of the candle that forms on the 24th of February. The eye is the eye comes in at 1.08975. So those are the two levels. 08975. Those are the levels we will be interested in for the market to trade to. The moment it keeps trading above this fair value gap here, I mean, there's a fair value gap. There's a fair value gap here. So that is the fair value gap I'm referring to. Now, if at all I expected a dip into that fair value gap as well. I expected a further dip into this fair value gap, but the candle must not close below the fair value gap. I expected the fair value gap to serve as a resistance to the market, to the price. It should hold the price, then spray upward. Then a quick one on pounds pounds dollar. So the previous week I mentioned there is a buy side. I mentioned there is a buy side around 1.27075. Then we should be able to see market delivers up to around 1.27649. Personally, I still stick to that bias. I still stick to the previous week's bias. Because if the price still remains above this fair value gap, I'm still bullish on GBP USD, that's pounds dollar. So this is what I said I was expecting on euro USD. Let me put it this way. So this is the fair value gap. So this is the fair value gap, and this was the movement I was expecting. I said I expect euro USD to dip its hands into the fair value gap, just as we saw the movement here. GBP dips its hands into the fair value gap, then it does not close below the fair value gap. It dips its hands into the fair value gap, then it continues its movement upward. So the moment I see such a thing on euro USD as well, I will be interested in going further into the bullish direction on euro USD and GBP USD. So for the coming week, I personally stick to the previous week's bias that we are going to see market the price visiting this level and this level. I stick with the bias. So let's run on Nasdaq. I said the previous week was like an I don't even know how to qualify the movement of last week, because it was so frustrating, but see it, I was able to scalp and meet up my target, but it does not give me the movement I expected. The way I expected it, I expected it to be a very fast one, but it was a very slow one. But better, all the same, uh, the levels are met. The levels are met. So as of last week, if you are interested in the in seeing the market visiting 18097.37, so you can see it was delivered beautifully on what? On Friday. But prior to that Friday, on Monday, I discovered the market is interested in visiting this fair value gap, and the market remains in the fair value gap and left the fair value gap when it's about to get to the consequent encroachment of the what? Of the BC, of the fair value gap. This is the line. The line here is the midpoint. The line here is the midpoint of the what? Of the fair value gap. So the market gives us a movement, a kind of retracement back into the fair value gap. Then it gives us our weekly target. Then what could be the next draw on liquidity? Next target will be this high, because that will be the weekly high. So the high comes in at what? The high comes in at 18338.28. So the next level to calibrate our coordinates to will be 18338.28. So that will be the next level we'll be watching for the coming week. But we should be expecting a little retracement before getting to that level. Also, on US 30, US 30 is yet to deliver the is a little bit short of that level, but I'll still be interested in the market, seeing the previous week's high. Oh, please let me breathe. So I'll still be interested in seeing this level. So I'll still be interested in seeing that level of 39283.36. That level still has my interest in the coming week. So on our daily time frame, we'll be expecting a little bit movement, a form of reversal, for us to have that level being delivered. You can see here I also have the same fair value gap highlighted. So I expected a movement into that level, and the movement was pretty good, and even on Dow it gives us even beyond the midpoint of the fair value gap. So it even goes deeper than Nasdaq. So I expect the coming week to deliver this level for us. So that is that. So a quick run on S&P 500. As of last week, we mentioned the movement into what? Into 511. That is 5111.06. 5111.06. And it was delivered beautifully. So that will give us the coming week level, because Nasdaq, Dow, and S&P 500, they have been trading at all-time level. They are in their all-time high. So I said I'm not picking tops and bottom of the market. So I have to go with the movement, with the buyers. So that is why we'll be watching the next high at 5140.33. So that will be the next level to calibrate our coordinates. 0.33. So that will be the next level we'll be watching for the coming week. Let me quickly show you the same fair value gap I mentioned on Nasdaq and Dow. If you look closely, we've discovered S&P 500 has the same fair value gap here. It was even wider. It has here the low of this candle and the high of this candle. But the low of this candle and the high of this candle is a kind of a void and a fair value gap together, because the movement from here, from the low of this candle, of this green candle, and this is a liquidity void. Then the movement from here to here is a fair value gap, and you can see how the market traded into the fair value gap. Let me see if I could bring it out a bit. traded into the fair value gap here. So there is a kind of fair value gap where the market traded into. Then it delivers back into the bullish movement. So that is that on S&P 500 as well. So a quick run on gold. Last week I mentioned being bullish. I mentioned being bullish on gold. I mentioned being bullish on gold, and I said I see the market visiting what? Visiting. Oh, sorry. I see the market visiting 2044.655. 2044.655. Then 2067.161. You can see 2067.161 here, which was which was delivered beautifully as of last week. As of what? As of last week. So on gold presently, let's see if gold will give us the previous week's high. The previous week's high, which will be equivalent to this week's high here. To this swing high, sorry. This is a swing high. So let's see, the market will give us a movement into that high. The high comes in at what? 2088. 545. 2088.545. That's the high. The candle comes in. So that will be the level we'll be watching. I'll be watching closely on on gold. So the eye of this candle as well was just a few pips short of that level. So let's see the market giving us those high, running the liquidity above this double top. Then it can now reset. Think of going towards the consequence encouragement of this week here. Let's get the coordinates for the let's see the week. So the midpoint comes in at the midpoint of this candle, this particular candle, this candle that forms this candle here that forms on the 5th of December 2023. The consequence encouragement comes in at 2110.115. will be I'll be eyeing that level as well. It forms on the 5th of December 2023. So that week I'll be interested in it as well. So let me take off this. Then I'll be marking 2110.115. That will be your consequence encroachment of that will be the consequence encroachment of the candle that forms on the 5th of December 2023. So oh, since my coordinate has changed, let me reset. 115. So that is that. I'll be interested in 2088.545, then 2110.115. Those are the two levels we'll be watching for the coming week on on gold. So I think at this junction I'll be drawing the curtain for tonight analysis. So welcome to our new subscriber once again. So to the existing subscriber, we really appreciate you guys. We value you for being part of the family, for being part of the progress. So thank you guys once again. We love you all. And a quick disclaimer before I call it a day. Everything in this chat, everything in this video, everything about everything discussion about this market on this video is for educational purpose. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. I'm only sharing the knowledge I have about the market with everybody. So have a lovely week and have a lovely profitable week in the market. Thank you all once again. We love you. Bye for now.